the wall, get your fingers off the paintwork. Hello, it's good to see you. I'm really glad that I'm finally here on YouTube, and I'm really glad to see you. So thanks for coming. Okay, so welcome to episode 1. Bit scared. Okay, so this episode, which is going to begin shortly, this is a little preamble, is all about turning 40. And I actually turned 40 a few months ago, and I actually filmed most of this video a couple of months ago, maybe a month, it doesn't matter, but I had a few issues, a few little hiccups and bumps along the road. That's a very apt phrase to use as a lorry driver. Yeah, welcome to the channel. I'm a singer-songwriter, guitarist and producer, but I'm not a very good producer. Well, I am. See, I've just caught myself doing myself down. I'm not a great producer, but I have produced my first album. I've done it, okay? So that's what made me feel like, yeah, I'm ready to kind of step out. But I'm 40 years old now, okay? So I'm not 27. I mean, that's too old, isn't it? I mean, some people think, oh, by the time you're 27, you need to be like fucked up on drugs, and then that's the time you kill yourself, you know? So you need to have done any music by then so you can kill yourself in time. But no. If you want to not do that, which I don't recommend because it's a terrible idea. Oh man, I'm making this up, by the way. I mean, you're gonna have to give me some credit. I'm making this up as I go along. I haven't got a script, okay? So, you know, what are you gonna do? Okay, what are you gonna do? It is awkward. I heard it was going to be awkward the first few videos. It is awkward. I feel a bit awkward. Can you feel my awkwardness? Can you? I can nearly hear my heartbeat in my head. So, right, to shake off the nerves. You can't do this when you're 80. I'm 40. I'm a whippersnapper, mate. I'm a young whippersnapper, 40 years old. But that's, you know, I'm trying to transition from someone who talks about what he's going to do to someone who just does it, okay? And that's what this video is, and that's why it's unscripted, and that's why I'm just going for it. And now I'm like, right, I need to connect with you guys. I've already mentioned that before in one of my earlier videos, but I'm just trying to connect with you. I want to reach out to you. I want to show you how I do stuff. I want to connect to you and talk to you and show you what I do. And I think it could be fun if we hang out. It could be fun. Hello. Okay, let's wind it down a bit. It's getting a bit hectic in here. Good welcome. Good morning, good evening, good night, good welcome. Right, welcome to my office. I'm sat in the passenger seat of the lorry that I'm driving today. The reason why I'm sat in the passenger seat and not over there in the driver's seat where I was sitting 10 minutes ago is because so here I am in the lorry. Today's lorry is, it's a lorry, it's a nice lorry. I like working in this lorry, it's okay. I'm in the passenger seat because apparently that protects me from the law. So if the police come, they won't shoot me dead and put me in prison for sitting in the wrong seat. So I'm in the passenger seat, so I can't be blamed for playing on my phone, which is what this technically is, even though it's actually a very serious YouTube channel. Actually, Mr. Police Officer. So up your bum. I actually feel a bit naughty. Okay, let's wind it down a bit. It's getting a bit hectic in here. It's getting a bit leery. I don't want to get in trouble with the law. Okay, that's why I'm sitting in this seat, for God's sake. Okay, am I even looking at the camera? I can't even see where the camera is. Right, now today's topic is, well, the thing I want to talk about is turning 40. Okay, I'm 40 years old. I'm a 40 years old man. I went on YouTube and I looked on YouTube, and there were a few channels. There was literally like 2 or 3 videos of people talking about what it's like to turn 40, what turning 40 is all about, and what it means. And I'm pretty sure it's interesting to everyone. I just wanted to give you my take on turning 40 and what it's like, okay? The thing is, it happens. It happens to you. It will happen. Like, just as surely as you went from 5 to 7, just as surely as you hit 10 years old, just as surely as you hit 21, you had your 21st birthday party. I remember on my 25th birthday, I woke up and I sat there and I woke up and I remember sitting there thinking, oh my God, it's happening to me. It's happening to me. I'm getting older. I'm growing up. Oh my God, this is, scary. But yeah, it's weird. Being 40 is strange. How can people become a grown-up? But you get to 30, you'll get there. You get to 30 and you're like, oh shit, I'm 30. But the years just keep going, and then you're 40. We all understand how it's just, it's a linear process. But I just want, I don't really know. I just want this video to be another video of a man talking to the camera about what it's like to turn 40. But I want to tell you that you don't get put in the bin when you hit 30. You don't get put in the bin. And in fact, how, there must have been something that you started doing when you were younger, and you know how you get better over time. Well, guess what? The best thing about time and getting older is the fact that you've got an opportunity right now to plant a seed that will grow. And in terms of like a hobby or a skill or a business venture, whatever it is, you can start something now, and over time you will get better at it. I'm just saying, chill out. You're not going to be put in the bin when you're 30 years old. You can start things now, little tiny changes, which over time will grow, and you will become the person that you want to be if you try for that. If you believe in that and try for that and work for that, you can get there, and it doesn't have to all be shit. And yeah, you get to 40 and you realize, I'm never gonna be this good looking again. I'm never gonna be as sporty perhaps as I was when I was younger, but actually you get more patience, you get more wisdom. There's a lot of things that people don't talk about getting older. Getting wisdom is a real thing. Like, people talk about being old and wise, but when you're in your 20s, you really think, oh well, they're no more wiser than me. But there's a certain there's a power that people have in their 20s, like a ferocity of adults in their 20s, a kind of hormonal, chemical, youthful energy that older people lose. And it's actually can be there's many good things to that. We lose it, but we lose it, and you realize the benefits of losing that kind of thing. You realize that you can grow and improve. Quick interlude. So you're losing all of that. You lose some of that energy and that sort of chemical, hormonal aggression and power that you might have in your 20s. That fades as you get older, and as I was saying, that can be a very good thing, because it's kind of it's tied up with your ego, and as you get older, you just have longer and longer to learn about yourself, and eventually you realize that these things that you were trying to accomplish in your 20s, and it was absolutely vital that you did it then, and otherwise you were going to be too old, that's sort of bullshit. What happens is time just keeps on going and going and going, and you just keep on having new opportunities because you keep on waking up every day, and you have these opportunities to kind of work on yourself, to remove your ego out of things, to try and be a bit braver, to try and look after yourself, look after others a bit better. You kind of just learn. It's kind of like, it's like Groundhog Day, but in real life. I mean, Groundhog Day, in a sense, in a way, that's kind of the point. The point I'm making is watch Groundhog Day, and then you'll understand what I mean, maybe. A perspective, like you can anticipate, you can imagine your perspective that you might have when you're younger. I keep talking about people in the 20s because that's really 20s and 30s, people in the 20s and 30s, that's who I'm mostly pitching this at, because that's really when I was kind of suffering the most, to be honest, in my life. Sometimes when you're younger, like I didn't have a very good perspective, and I used to really admire people who, you know, sometimes they're fine and they don't need to watch this video. Like they're 18 years old and they're off. They know that they've got a good self-esteem. They've got a decent head on their shoulders. They're not crazy. They don't have that bad mental health problems, or if they do, they're actually helping them to channel that into their work and all this kind of stuff. So some people are great in their they're always great. They hit the ground running from being born, and they're like businessmen by the time they're 12, and they're millionaires by the time they're 25. And that's not me, and it's probably not you, but it might be. What I'm trying to say is, wherever you're coming from in this game called life, wherever you're coming from in it, it doesn't necessarily get worse as you get older. You can look after yourself and others better. You can work on, you've just got time to build, to try and sort yourself out. You can fix the problems that have been harassing you or harassing yourself. You can fix that kind of stuff, and you can develop into a more rounded human being, and as well as a more successful human being. You've just got more time, okay? So don't worry. All right. Yeah. And I now feel like I'm good enough at playing the guitar. I'm good enough at singing and producing, and I'm ready to, you know, I've got my own channel. I've got my channel show. I've got my show. So I'm ready, you know, to start creating and putting things out there. But I just want you to know that I'm the same age as Beyonce. So if you think I'm too old to be a pop star, tell that to Beyonce, okay? Anyway, just don't give up. Keep going, and it gets better. Okay, right. I'd better go. I've been bollocking on, and now poor old future me is going to have to edit this video and hope that I can extract about 11 or 12 minutes of good shit that makes sense in a storyline. Right, but anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, cheers, bye. Hello. Oh fuck! It's upside down. Hang on. Anna swore.